Alright, no cap. Before I even start or show you the video, I just want to say I'm not surprised. I'm not caught off guard. I'm not befuddled, flummoxed, aghast, agaped, hoodwinked, nothing. Because this is what they always do. I wrote a clip
about that in her also at the Fed when it comes to individuals trading on some of that information. Yesterday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was asked about that in her weekly press conference. Just want to play the question she was asked and her response when it comes to whether or not people with inside information in government should be trading. Take a listen.
Insider just completed a 5-month investigation finding that 49 members of Congress and 182 senior congressional staffers have violated the Stock Act, the insider trading law. I'm wondering if you have any reaction to that, and secondly, should members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
No, I don't know to the second one. We have a responsibility to report in the stock, on the stock, but I'm not familiar with that 5-month review, but if people aren't reporting, they should be. Because this is a free market and we're a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
Now, whether you understand or you don't, it really don't matter. I'll break it down for you in layman terms, okay? But first, I'm going to read you the definition to what insider trading is, and then I'm gonna read the Stock Act to you so you know what's going on in that regards too. Insider trading is literally the illegal practice, so you can't do this, of trading on the stock market to one's own advantage through having access to confidential information. I'm gonna break that down. Basically, all that means is it's like you being a coach of a football team, and you know they suck, and then you bet on the game, and you bet for the team that you know gonna win. You got inside information. You know who hurt, you know who getting scrapped, you know who the best, you know who the target. You know what I'm saying? But imagine that, but the stock market. So in the stock market, it's even worse, because if you are a politician, congressman, you now pass laws and legislation that can determine whether a company is successful or doomed. Like, for example, with the Build Back Better plan, if that plan really had went through, it probably would have boosted a bunch of revenue for electric vehicle companies or companies that charge up electric vehicles in general, charging stations, since we're trying to move further away from gasoline and petrol, right? Now imagine that you knew exactly which company to invest in, and because you knew exactly what would help them. That's insider trading. That's why that's illegal. And here's what and I'm gonna read you the Stock Act now, because the Stock Act is literally a law designed so that politicians would not be able to do something like that. The Stock Act is an act of Congress designed to combat insider trading. It was signed into law by President Barack Obama on April 4th, 2012. The law prohibits the use of non-public information for private profit, including insider trading by members of Congress and other employees. Basically, before you sell or buy any stock, you are supposed to allow people, you're supposed to let everyone know, as a congressman or politician. You're supposed to be like, hey, I'm about to sell the stock in 45 days or whatever the time limit is. I don't want to be stupid here. I'm going to look up the actual time limit that they have. So yeah, 45 days was right. It says to achieve this, the Stock Act mandated increased levels of financial transparency. Basically, it makes it to where if you are a rich person making decisions for poor people, you are not allowed to sit up here and be able to trade stocks with the company that you're making laws about without letting us know. That's the whole point. Nancy Pelosi literally said to our face that that's dumb and that they should be able to continue breaking the law. And here's why I'm bringing this up. Because according to this article by The Insider, 52 members of Congress have violated this law this year, just in 2021. Or at least it's been reported in 2021, literally. So that means that despite the fact that this is illegal, despite the fact that they know they should not be doing this, they are still sitting around and making decisions, getting richer off the backs of the American people, in a sense of knowing everything needs to happen and being able to basically lull you into do what we say so you make me more money. Which, to be fair, that's like the essence of America, so I'm not really like surprised. But I want you to ask this question: what's it got to do with me? I'm glad you asked. Let's be realistic here. Nothing I ever have said is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You do what you want to do. But if they are already insider trading and their only repercussion against that is giving them a $200 fine, you get a $1,000 fine for littering, but they get a $200 fine for corruption.
That story specifically noted about 50 lawmakers, senior congressional staffers as well. But even if they did disclose, even if there was a violation, right now we're talking about a slap on the wrist. $200 is the fine here.
Right. And again, these are the people with money. So if you find them, you can find them easily $1,000. That wouldn't do nothing to them. $1,000. But they'll find you and me, people who work at jobs, you know what I'm saying? People who make less than $100,000 a year, they'll find you $1,000 to keep you poor. That's what I'm saying. So my thing is, now I heard people talking about this on the internet. I heard whispers and everything that, some people actually are following the investment advice of these politicians, and some reason they are able to make gains. You know what I'm saying? They're able to actually win. So it's almost as if they actually are right. And who would have guessed? Who would have guessed if you know all the laws and the inner workings of the government, you would be right about which stocks to invest in, which companies would be beneficial or profitable in the future. Who would have guessed? I'm really making this video so I can help wake people up to the advantages of the stock market. What they doing is bad. You know what I'm saying? What they doing was evil. I agree. But what we're not gonna do is get better by allowing ourselves to wait for the government to come up with some sort of solution for us as people. We need to take financial literacy and financial freedom into our own hands. So if you're hearing a sound of my voice right now, I made this video solely to convince you to take more time to learn about financial literacy, because these people who are making the laws, these people who are sitting up here on your Congress, who are supposed to represent us, they over here getting rich off the backs of everybody else and all the insider information that they're not supposed to have in the first place. So you might as well take the time and make a way for you and your family, your friends, or whatever you want to spend your money on. Just spend the time to actually look into some of these laws that your congressmen are passing, some of these companies that they are investing in that they don't want to talk about. Just look into them. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some crypto. Crypto, again, I'm going to say this every video I can. Crypto is what happens when you mistreat the people. The power that comes with the sovereignty of owning your own finances, becoming your own bank. That means owning a ledger and having your crypto in the ledger so that no one can come in and just hack you and take your stuff. Having the rights and the power of being your own bank, to pass that down to your kids with the swipe of one hand, like, here you go, here's my USB stick. What this got? 100,000 Bitcoin in it. Bye. And then you die. You know what I'm saying? You die. And then your kids get it. All of a sudden, their lives easier. That's why I'm making this video. I ain't really mad about the whole thing. I'm gonna call it. I'm passionate. I wouldn't say mad. Mad would imply that emotionally I can't handle what's going on, or I'm really invested. I don't care what Nancy Pelosi be doing. I'm just pointing out the fact that all these things that they talking about, they're already breaking these laws and they get slaps on the wrist. So instead of worrying about the government, just try to get some financial freedom. If you see in this video, if you are hearing any information about stocks, crypto, or any finances, you are literally ahead of the curve. Most people don't care about finances, and that's why we are broke. Most people don't care about finances, but that is literally the thing that you will be dealing with the rest of your life. You need to know about finances. So please, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. God bless you. And comment what y'all want me to talk about or however you want me to improve. I appreciate everything y'all do. God bless you. Mwah, salute, salute, mwah, salute, boy.